and we're back with another unboxing video. But this time, I've got something even more special than the last time. This time, I've got the PlayStation 5, and some other accessories. When we last left my broadcast in the future, I was actually raffling off some Cyberpunk 2077 pins, two in which I will announce that video and the raffle winners of the next video after that. But this one's going to be something a little bit different. I'm doing something of a tech review to show all those people back in the past how we do things in the future. So, stay tuned. Alright, so, one of those things I wanted to promise you, another hot item, the PlayStation 5 camera. Now, I heard that this thing actually can do quite a few different types of things. One of those is video masking for those people who are not exceptionally good with editing out there. It's great, because the great thing about this is that, you know, you can get to have those picture within pictures and not have to go through all the Streamlabs and other things like that and stuff in which to make that work. So, I did take the liberty of actually opening this thing up earlier, which saves me just a smidgen of time. Not much so than that, but just enough it's so that I get to share this with you guys today. I still gotta set this thing up. So, inside the package, there's going to be a couple of things. One of those stuff is, well, of course, the PlayStation camera. Now, some of the things I was actually a bit surprised when I seen this camera versus my last one that I've got, is that instead of supporting the actual usual cables that it actually has, that actually only plug into the back and very specifically only to PlayStation, this one actually is USB. Now, why that's cool is because, well, you can use it itself as another inexpensive 1080p camera. And in addition to that, the cool thing about this is, too, is that you can actually go ahead and use this with the additional software for, you know, other things and stuff like video masking and with that kind of thing and stuff, too. I think that's better itself with your bang for your buck with the software that allows you to do a lot more for a lot less. Out there that have the PlayStation 4. Keep in mind, they're going to allow you to use your PlayStation 4 camera with your PlayStation 5. They just said there's going to be an update in the future. They're going to give an adapter. Now, I know what you guys all been waiting for, and to be honest, I am too. Now, this tech was very dangerous in the future. A couple of reports of system is exploding upon putting them on, and you know, the system's actually going dead and stuff, and they were coming back on and coming back off. Well, those things and stuff are prevalent, of course, upon every single launch, so keep these ideas and stuff that this is going to be tentative as a launch, and hopefully I'll be able to stream tonight with this. Now, I should be the first person to tell you this. Make sure that you stock up on eating your Wheaties, because this thing is heavy. Now, at first glance, I didn't know how heavy this box was going to be, or they'd even, at the same time, I'd have enough time to actually do this too, but unfortunately, well, one of the things I had noticed is that when I originally go back and take a look at the box, was I thought that I'd be able to fit it in one of my bags just to go ahead and transport it here, well, from, you know, GameStop to here, and, well, that definitely didn't work. Now that's a big boy. Now, I just need to show you on how absolutely beastly this thing is. And when I say this, I mean that from a piece of future tech, this is something that's unparalleled. And, well, I'll just show you. So first off, got quite a few different types of things trying to keep it in its place. One of those things, for D, some of the additional sheets it's got in here. Now, just to show you how big of a beast this thing actually is, this is like putting two PlayStation 4s together, and that's how tall this thing is running. I gotta find a good way to put this thing up, actually. You know, I know from the future, but I definitely wasn't prepared for this. I don't remember the last time I brought the Christmas gift for myself. first I was actually a little bit worried that there was going to be no controllers or anything else like that. I see there's another box actually over here I didn't see. Now, with this is a little bit what we're working with here actually. Now some of the things I wasn't too sure about, we got our Hdmi port, and the cool thing about this is too, of course, is that we got our additional other ports, Ethernet, etc. I did notice itself that there's actually 2 ports in the back except for USB, which is actually pretty cool. These are huge exhaust fans. I'm not entirely sure what that top thing at the top is. Well, I guess we'll figure that out. I wonder, because I'm hoping that there's another spot to plug in. Oh, keep in mind, I got the disc version because I'm smart. See, the thing is that every single year, you know, when you're from the future and stuff, you kind of get used to these kind of things. That they run sales every single year and stuff on, well, disc games and, of course, digital games. So why not get the best of both worlds and save money? You see? That's what you use your noggins for. Now, I also noticed that it looks like we got ourselves an additional USB port that we got here. And it looks like also that this is going to be your Type-C port just to plug your controller in. So this is a way to plug your controller in, and in addition to stuff, use this itself as another way to do that. And of course, we got our power and reset buttons. That looks like we have toward the bottom. See that a little bit in the reflection here. So that's my unboxing. Now, I've got to go ahead and get this thing set up, actually. But I'm hoping you guys will have just as much fun as with me, you know, getting a chance to go back into drills this new piece of future tech. Now, the thing is, this is going to be the unboxing for this piece here. But, well, you know, we can check out the controller, right? So, let's go ahead and get that. Now, that is one of the things that everybody's been waiting for. Was to see exactly on how well that thing fits to each and every single body's hand. Now, I did get a chance to actually feel how this thing works. It's interesting. We got ourselves a little box, instruction manual that's over here on the side over there. Hopefully, we won't need to have to use one of those. I'm kind of used to setting one of these up for a while. Oh, what's this all about? I knew that we're having, is this the stand? Okay, because it actually stands up by itself. I think it's a PlayStation stand. I'm not sure exactly what this actually is. Huh. I would imagine this actually is going to be for the bottom up here. I guess we'll have to figure it out, except too, especially since I want to get ready to set this thing up, except too. But if not, it looks like a controller spot. I'm not too sure what this thing is for. But I don't have time to go ahead and check the instruction manual, so. And just because I'm from the future, doesn't mean that I know everything. Okay, so, what do we got here? We got our additional cords we got over there. We got ourselves another HDMI cable to the outside. And now, we've got okay. You know, it's pretty funny that they've still been using this bad boy for years. You know, I remember, what is this? What, the PlayStation 2? They still use these? The way they plug in the power supports. It's actually interesting for that. So, who would have ever thought it's of a piece of the past that would catch up to the future and still be quite relevant today? Now, give me just a moment. You know, this thing's better than I thought, actually. One of the coolest features about this is the additional haptic feedback. The triggers on these, you know, it's weird. I know it's supposed to give you a lot more ability to stop, you know, moving. So we have to see what's going to go on when I turn this thing on. But initially, I'm not getting much out of it as I've heard this too. Of course, I'm looking more to play with the controller rather than talk about reviewing this bad boy too. And I'm not much of a tech reviewer. I just like this stuff, and I wanted to share it with you guys today. For everybody who wasn't able to get a PS5, well, you know, this one's for you guys, alright? Now, okay, cool. Now this is something I've been wanting. See, this bothers the heck out of me about the PlayStation 4 controller. I'll tell you, if I could ever send those guys a letter back in the past to explain what to do to fix a controller, they definitely figured out what to do without even needing me for this. One of the things and stuff is that the actual buttons here and here, the actual options and the share button are actually pushed out more. This means it makes it much easier to do both of those, and actually it's not too far out of the actual controller, so this way we don't have to worry about accidentally sharing itself too when you need to do something else instead. So that's actually going to be definitely a very cool feature for that. Now, I think... Okay. So, in addition to where the PlayStation button, the home button used to be, instead, now that's actually going to be a replacement of the actual PlayStation home button so far. And it looks like we got except for a couple of bells and whistles with the controller itself. Looks like there's a 3.5mm jack that's in here, which is going to be great because I don't have a really great headset, so I'm glad it's going to fit with this bad boy here too. So it's a bit of a relic from the past. But what can I say? I like this stuff. Now, let's see here, Type-C ports to this, and it looks like, you know what, I gotta say something about this. This is my favorite part of this controller. These grips. Overt, which means it feels like there's no way to get stick drift with one of these things here. Like, where you break your sticks on the inside of them, it feels like there's something not preventing you from doing that, but you just don't get the ability to put a lot of pressure on it, just because of the way this is set up. So, you know, I got something interesting I'm going to try with this later on. I've got these extra additional buttons that are actually going to be on this. Now, the additional buttons are the PlayStation 4 back buttons. So, the thing is, I don't think I've ever seen anybody try to see if it works with one of these things. So, I'm going to check it out, see if that actually works, and check it, just see what kind of other technology gets to plug into one of these things, too. So, well, I think that's going to probably wrap it about up with it, too. So, I thank you guys and stuff for stopping by tonight. I mean, not that you had much choice because I hacked your broadcast, and, well, you know, a person itself in the future like me itself too, has to, well, it's just the tracking you guys do. It's so primitive. Now, stay tuned to my next broadcast. Over and out. Your friend, Bootlegger. Remember, let your smile unhinge reality.